Manager John Gibbons had a good feeling going into Tuesday night's game against the New York Mets. "I don't know what it was," Gibbons said. Then they went up 6-1 and it doesn't feel quite as good, but there's still a chance. Great ball game. Former Blue Jays slugger Jose Bautista returned to Toronto's Rogers Centre on Tuesday for the first time since joining the New York Mets. The outfielder says he will try to use his knowledge of the stadium to help his team. Canadian press. The Mets and Jose Bautista, on his return to Toronto, had a 5-run lead midway through the game, but the Jays rallied late for an 8-6 win, thanks to a 5-run seventh and a 2-run homer from Lourdes Gurriel Jr. In the eighth, on the dark side, the Blue Jays lost starter Marco Estrada after just 1/3 of an inning to left hip soreness. Article continued below. Estrada's premature exit came after just 12 pitches. He had already given up a pair of runs, walking Bautista and surrendering a home run to second baseman Asdrubal Cabrera. Jake Petricka and Preston Guillemette continued that trend, Petricka giving up a 2-run homer to catcher Devin Mesoraco in the second inning and Guillemette allowing a solo shot to designated hitter Wilmer Flores in the fourth. It took Toronto until the fourth to get the first of its 7 hits, but the offense took off as the bullpen, which used all 7 of its available relievers, began to shore up. Bautista, who went 1 for 2 with 3 walks, came up with a stellar defensive play in the second, robbing Russell Martin of extra bases with a diving catch that was greeted with audible gasps and rousing applause, one of a few on the night for him from the crowd of 24,010. But an error by the 37-year-old veteran spurred the Jays' late rally. A single by his replacement, Randall Grichuk, in the seventh skipped past Bautista on the familiar turf and advanced the runner to third. Shortstop Lourdes Gurriel Jr. cashed in the run with an RBI groundout off New York reliever Anthony Swarzak. Devin Travis, Curtis Granderson and Teoscar Hernandez then walked, doubled and walked in sequence, with the second baseman scoring on a wild pitch before birthday boy Yangervis Solarte hit a 3-run homer off right-hander Robert Gesellman. Gurriel's 4th dinger of the season sealed the deal for Toronto in the bottom of the 8th, scoring Grichuk after he was hit by a pitch by Mets righty Tim Peterson. Yangervis Solarte's 3-run homer capped a 5-run 7th inning for the Jays. Steve Russell, Toronto Star. Jays starter Marco Estrada left Tuesday's game against the Mets with a first-inning injury. Rick Madenick, Toronto Star. "We just tried to stay in the game, tried to do the little things," said Solarte, who turned 31. "It was an emotional game. Thank God we came out on top." Estrada, considered a possible trade chip for the Blue Jays given his expiring contract, was on his way for an MRI following the game, Gibbons said, after X-rays came back negative. His hip was bothering him a little during his last start against the Houston Astros and it was worse on Tuesday, Gibbons said. He is the 3rd Jays starter suffering from an injury. Aaron Sanchez, finger, and Jamie Garcia, shoulder, are currently on the disabled list. "We'll have a little better idea after the MRI," Gibbons said. "I'm immune to it." Read more. Jose Bautista comes home to the memories, and is standing O.